Good evening everybody, it is round 9 of the Tuesday Night Racing League under RRC. Tonight we have the Reverse Grid Championship, which is our championship contenders in reversed order. So obviously if you're leading the championship, you will start P20. As we have everyone choosing the setups, sorting out their strategy for the race, let's get on board for this Hungarian Grand Prix. Just going to post some links now for you all to tune in. So we see Puppy lining up in P1 in the Ferrari. He is followed by the rest of the field. So I'm just having a quick look now. Toon Fan has dropped to P20. As it is a custom grid, obviously once we've customised the grid, if you do leave your car, it will drop you and promote everyone else up a place. So unfortunately for Toon, after I had created the grid, he looks to have come out of his car and got back in again. Therefore it's demoted him, I believe, from P4 down to P20. Just to wait for a few more people to tune in. We'll post it on our official Facebook page. Good evening, Jonathan. Nice to see you tuned in there. So Jonathan is currently second in the Drivers' Championship. So obviously starting what would have been P19 due to the Toon incident. He's now P18. That's Jonathan there in his Ferrari. As they all come through, nice little helmets there. Still, people still rocking the Halloween edition helmets. Toon's pretty annoyed down in P20 in his Alpha. Puppy comes around the final corner, ready to take his place on the grid. A couple of people that have been told they're not allowed to participate. Naughty boys on the formation lap. Ginger Age there in the Renault, starting P6. As we've said, everyone seems to have jumped a place. Everyone's moved up due to the Toon coming out of his vehicle once the custom grid was set. So let's get some telemetry for you. Let's see what nice camera angles we can get. I'm going to get some position changes at the beginning. So we've got 3 lights, 4 lights and 5 lights as Tuesday Night Racing is underway, and the lights go out. Few seconds delay as we see quite often. Very long start. Lights are out on this screen and they're off. So a bit of a glitch there. There's tyre smoke and they are off. So we've already seen Bagos is upper position as they all start hustling into turn 1. Puppy maintains P1 as they go around the first corner. 3 abreast there as they all start squeezing around turn 1. Bit of argy-bargy, 2 racing points side by side. All seems pretty clean. A couple of positions lost there for Maverick, lost 3, lost 2, lost 3. He's up and down. So not sure what contact's made. Everyone looks to be in good shape, good order as we started this Hungarian Grand Prix. Riding on board with Maverick, doesn't look like he's got a fully intact car. Have a quick look at the tyre choices for the drivers tonight. A few mixed strategies as Puppy in P1 is starting on the softs, followed by 7 drivers on the medium compound. 2 people decided to go for the hard compound tyres, Owen Earl in P12. Jonathan Cox seems to have had a good start from back of the grid, up to P13 already. And Evil Hunter also on the hard compound tyres. Sorted, a bit of a position change there as Emerson promotes himself into P8, fastest lap, Puppy. 10:10:77. 77, essentially the year he was born. On with Bagos now. Fighting still with Hilton on the soft compound tyres. chasing down the guys in front. Got 3 cars in front of him on the mediums. Can he make up some positions early in this Grand Prix? Got Maverick down in P11, again soft compound tyres. You need to really utilise these tyres at this point of the Grand Prix. Oh, you see Bagos into the wall there from P10. He's completely smashed the car out, complete DNF there. Also pulled out a safety car. So it's just utilise the driving, stop the racing for us. Everyone will just line back up, recover some ERS, save a bit of fuel. As we all start completing lap 2, they will line up behind the safety car, ready for a restart. Unfortunate there for Bagos in the racing points. His teammate Tiach up to P8. Oh, we know 1 stop, Toon found 1 stop, and G4 left already. All 3 have all had a stop already, so must have been a bit of wing damage on that first lap. We've got Dan Murphy, Evil Hunter, both starting right at the back. They're now up to P14 and P15. Jonathan Cox moved up a few positions. There's people, we've got 3 pitting, Puppy, Appy and AJ. I believe they were on the soft compound tyres, so lap 3, yeah, probably good to get rid of them soft tyres. Whether they put hards on, we'll see as we exit. So Jonathan already from P19 up to P9. P18 I believe, yeah, put down with P19. So Jonathan just come up to P18, he's up 9 positions into P9 already. He's good for his championship contention. As Tristan's now joined us, evening Tristan. As Tiach has dropped in the 2nd racing point, that's both racing points have dropped the vehicle at the same point within 2 laps. Not sure how much damage he's got, it's not showing us a good angle there of his vehicle. As Appy coming out the pits has passed him, and he's lost the left hand side of his front wing end plate there. So yeah, bit of misfortune for Team Racing Point in this this Hungarian Grand Prix. So our biggest winner so far is Jonathan Cox, up 10 places. We seem to a bit of argy-bargy going on there. Not sure if that's someone's connection issues. Yeah, Racing Point, big issues from Racing Point there. I'm not quite sure what's going on. We seem to have a bit of a problem there with, I'm not sure if it's Appy's connection or his car. Car seems to be driving through him, under him and over him. As we catch Samuel up in P1, he started P2, so he's past Puppy as Puppy pitted under the safety car. Obviously, I believe the top 7, top 8 all starting on the medium compound tyres, able to stay out, not having to pit, so they've obviously then made positions in that respect. As Faith decided to pit, I believe, oh no, Faith up to P2 there. Had a bit of a glitch on my screen just then. A good couple of opening rounds for Faith, who's one of our recently joined drivers at RRC. So we'll wait for this safety car to go in. Not much to bring you under the safety car, just the cars obviously trying to keep heat in their tyres, trying not to hit one another. So any contact under the safety car seems to give you a 5-second time penalty straight away, and also running wide to try and keep it within the white lines off the circuit, guys. Again, don't get yourself time speeding penalties when you're under no pressure. So just follow one another, keep a safe distance, and we'll wait for this Hungarian Grand Prix to start again. There we go, 5-second penalty for a crash with Ginger Rage. So I'm guessing Ginger's hit him from behind. Faith received the penalty. This is all about trying to maintain a set speed as opposed to accelerating and braking. So that's what affects all the drivers. You know, car in front to brake early, and you're going to run up the rear a bit. enter the final couple of corners as Samuel leads the Grand Prix. The safety car lights are now out and will come into the pits at the end of this lap. Sam can have the pace and speed he wants as Tiach has left, so that's both racing points out. So as we just about start lap 5, Samuel leads the Grand Prix in his Red Bull. Has he got a good start? Let's have a look on the offboards. The Renault of Ginger Rage swoops down the inside. Can he maintain a bit of argy-bargy there? Granty boy. Samuel has massively dropped, going from P1 down to P6 within a corner. Spathman now takes P1, followed by Granty boy in the McLaren in P2, Ginger Rage P3 and Indigo P4. Can they all make it around this corner? We've not seen a couple of incidents in the first opening laps with these two cars, the Mercedes and the Ferrari of Emerson and Jonathan Cox go side by side. Emerson on the medium compound as Jonathan takes a bit of a bat there. Oh, Samuel sideways. As Jonathan loses a couple of places there, he was making up really good progress. As he got a damaged wing due to the contact from the rear of Emerson's gearbox. You see, and yes, Jonathan has sustained quite substantial damage to the front left of his Ferrari. That's not what Jonathan wanted. So fighting for contention of the World Championship, having a slightly damaged orange, I believe yellow-orange front wing there. It's just the side end plate it seems to have lost. Look at this off-board camera angle. As we now have another safety car. So let's have a quick look at the rest of the championship contenders. We have Evil Hunter as Jonathan Cox pits. Yes, Jonathan Cox has pitted, so we have Evil Hunter in the Mercedes. No damage to his Mercedes there, as you can see. He's now from was 17, I believe, P16 up to P8, so up 9 positions for Evil Hunter. And Dan Murphy from a net P19 up 9 places, matching Evil Hunter's progress. So good progress from the top 3, apart from Jonathan, who was the best of the top 3 at the beginning and has just now had to pit onto the medium tyres, and he's now got a fully intact front wing. AJ's pitting again, Toon Fan and Samuel and Puppy all in the pits during that second safety car period. Lap 6 and second safety car already. Shots from the helicopter there. I'm just having a look through the grid at any damage to the vehicles. Obviously we can see nicely there Evil Hunter's front wing nicely intact. Got O&O in P9 behind him. I'd like to drop a prediction on who you think's going to get the race win or even podiums during this race. Nice to see your thoughts on how you think it's gone so far. Appy P11 in the Renault. Started P11, 6 laps in, starting lap 7, he's still P11. Also AJ Wuhan, starting P15, still P15. As Ginger Rage is in the pits. Going on to the soft compound, or is he getting rid of his soft? I believe he's just got the soft compound on his vehicle. As he exits the pit lane, he will come out in P18, last position. Let's see what he can do from the back of the grid on those softs. As we maintain following the safety car under safety car conditions on lap 7. Couple of pit stops there. Jonathan, that was riding P9 after that contact with Emerson and a spinning Red Bull. He's now P12, so he was up 10 positions, now only up by 6. Not too bad for a start. We've got plenty of laps remaining for him to get himself as high up into the points as he can. Evil Hunter will be hoping for some great points this race, trying to get back up on the second or top step of the championship standings. As FTHK in P5, currently our biggest winner so far, up 11 places of this reverse grid. Let's have a quick look at the safety car up at the front. Are the lights still on? Nope, safety car lights are off. Faith will take the lead of the Grand Prix and maintain what position and maintain the speed he desires. Let's see what sort of restart Faith can get with Granty Boy in the McLaren in P2 and SHR Indigo P3. Looks to be a great launch there as he comes on the final corner. Good restart. We've got Indigo right on the gearbox of Granty Boy. We're going to quickly change the... So we're going to have a look at the gaps. There's LPE, goes on the outside of Faith. FTH, so very close side by side. Who can come out on top of this? McLaren's got the inside line, and FTH does have to slowly back out of that one in the Haas. We have a quick look through the grid. We've got a position change. Dan Murphy up position, Evil Hunter up position. So these championship leading guys do want to get themselves as high up the points positions as they can, as quickly as they can. So we've got 3 of them now, all up 11 spots. So yeah, great bit of racing there from Evil and Dan Murphy. We all come through the chicane. We've got a ghost of Williams there, as Ginger Rage has had a collision with Puppy, receives himself a 5-second time penalty. Have a quick look. Virtual safety car, what's gone on now? There's just contact every lap. Have we had more than one racing lap? I'm not sure we have. So we have a look at Puppy there. Has he got any damage? Have a look at his off-board. Yes, he's lost his end plate there. So damage to Puppy's Ferrari. Ginger Age, major contact to the right hand side of his Renault racing car. So will Puppy and Ginger Age enter the pits again? I believe this is Puppy's 3rd entry to the pits. Let's have a quick look at the pit stops. Can't dare do this enough, guys, to do it as quick as most commentators. So yeah, Puppy, 2 stops already so far, and he's also now received a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, which has not been served. He's on getting rid of those hard compounds onto the mediums. Some great shots there as Puppy exits that Ferrari pit box, leaving Ginger Age in the pits. So they're all back up to racing speed again. Evil Hunter P6, Dan Murphy P8, Jonathan Cox P11, the top 3 championship leaders. Nicely there in P5. Currently fastest lap of the Grand Prix due to the amount of safety cars and virtual safety cars is Faith with a 126.3 just about. None of the top 6 have yet pitted. We have Evil Hunter still on the hard compound tyres. Let's see what he can do for a couple more laps before going onto the mediums. As Indigo now takes the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. It's just changing every couple of seconds as they all finally get round to doing a half decent race paced lap. Samuel in the Red Bull 123.8 down in P16 as Evil Hunter and TNR have a slight little argy-bargy battle there. O&O on the medium compound should have a little bit more pace at this point of the Grand Prix. He has stopped already, his tyres are newer and they are softer. Not the softest compound, as we know the softest compound is the red walled tyre. Let's have a quick look at intervals now. See what fights we've got as Dan Murphy is wanting to get into this battle with TNR and Evil Hunter. A little bit of trickle of dust there. As Toon fan takes a 3-second penalty for corner cutting. Toon up to P15 from the back of the grid, P20. As mentioned earlier, should have really started P4, I believe. As we enter lap 11, we're going to see who will have DRS. I believe DRS should be activated for this lap, maybe next, as we enter this lap. They all take big chunks out of that fastest lap time, as Faith has left the session. Faith, who was running P2, I believe. As he drops down the order, dropping to P3, I'm not sure if he can get back in. I'm not even sure if as a commentator I could add him back in. Unfortunately, Faith will do a grand job for the opening 11 laps of this Hungarian Grand Prix. You see him just dropping down the order there, dropping down massively, dropped to P8 already as Appy picks up penalty for corner cutting. We have yellow flags in sector 2, major collision there, Maverick, Appy. Yeah, I'm not sure if they just, one of them dropped it into that wall. We've seen a few vehicles in the wall on that left hand side in a few opening laps, which is not ideal. Jonathan down P16. Obviously he's made 2 stops already, a couple of front wing changes. So obviously that's now promoted Dan Murphy and Evil Hunter up a position. Evil Hunter now P5, still running hard compound tyres. Dan Murphy in the Williams on the medium compound tyre. So do we now have DRS? Can Evil Hunter get past LPE? Right on board with Dan Murphy, watching this battle. As Evil Hunter goes to the outside using the DRS, Owen to LPE's inside. Is he going to squeeze him out? Who's going to come out on top of this battle? Evil Hunter and Owen both past LPE, so Dan Murphy will want to do the same within a lap or 2, not letting Evil Hunter run away too much. Some great little battles here. Let's have a quick look at who else is close. Seen that's just Faith slowly dropping down the order. Next to pass him is Jonathan on those pads. Yeah, he's trying and hope for the front runners to start pitting soon. Granted, boys taking the lead at this present moment in that McLaren, followed by SHR Indigo. Indigo's not letting him run away. We're right aboard with the race leaders as we have a yellow flag in sector 1. Let's hope not for another safety car as they come on the final corners. SHR will have DRS as he opens that rear wing as wide as he can. Is he close enough to mount an attack into turn 1? As Ginger Rage has retired from the session. Ginger Rage DNF from P16 as we have a virtual safety car again. Not sure where or what happened to Ginger Rage there. Yeah, just seen him briefly on the left hand side. Is that the same position? Yeah, that corner took quite a few cars, I believe both Racing Point and now Ginger Rage, all been taken out of this Hungarian Grand Prix on the same curbing, spinning the car around into that left hand wall and retiring the cars. Quick flick there, I believe we are now back up racing speed. It's right on board. Who have we got? Close battles. Let's get back on board with the top 2. Let's get to the end of this lap, see if we can mount an attack. It's a very difficult circuit to pass around this sector 2, all very S's and windy. Very difficult to mount an attack, but you can just save that ERS. As you can see, he's got up to 97% ERS. Can he mount an attack under DRS into turn 1? We're following around the last sequence of corners of sector 3. The McLaren, the Husky Chocolate sponsored McLaren. Can the Red Bull racing car open up that DRS, get on the earth, get on the attack and launch anything into turn 1? Maybe not at this point. No, let's see if we can do it into turn 2, turn 3. Let's see what these guys can show for us. Granted, there was fantastic traction coming out of turn 1. Being able to keep that Indigo of the Red Bull behind him, that's fantastic stuff there. Just looking further back, Owino, I believe, has now passed Evil Hunter. He's dropped into the clasps of Dan Murphy, runs a little bit wide down on the curbing. So Evil Hunter looks to be slowly struggling on these hard compounds. They're not the best race tyre, but to go along, obviously looking at a one-stop strategy there for Evil. So obviously hopefully we'll like to see him have some fantastic pace in the second phase of this Grand Prix once he's got rid of these white wall hard compound tyres. Let's see what he can do once he gets a softer compound. Not so sure what compound he's going to go onto, whether he's going to go mediums or softs, but obviously time will tell. Got a couple of safety cars and virtuals, so prolonging the life of everybody's tyre. Let's see if he can do a one-stop onto the softs or onto the mediums. That was something we'll be monitoring a little bit later on, as he's bang on 1 second behind TNR. Was he within DRS? I do not believe he was. He needs to be below 1 second. Dan Murphy mounts a charge. He's within the second of Evil on the nicer of the two compound tyres as a race tyre. Currently 15 laps in. See what else we've got as GFO left. Not seeing much of GFO or Emerson this race, so let's see where they started. Currently both on the hard compound tyres. Emerson pitted right towards the beginning. We've got another flag in sector 1. Position changes for these two. Oh, snap of oversteer there. Both up 5-6 places, so yeah, good starts there for them too. Biggest winners so far, FTH and Dan Murphy. So let's see what positions they can both keep going up and grasping off the cars in front. See Toon now up to P11, so up 9 places for Toon. Not a bad start of the race. Has he stayed on them tyres from the beginning? No, Toon has 2 stops. So yeah, Toon doing very well there on already stopping twice in 15 laps. Up to P11, so he's very close to the points. Because the front runners still yet to pit. As Dan Murphy looks very close to Evil Hunter there. Evil's having to go defensive, obviously costing himself a little bit of time as Emerson chucks one down the inside of Dan Murphy. That is not what Dan wanted. Will Emerson battle his teammate, or will he help the championship contender of Evil Hunter? Looks like he's mounting an attack, which is not ideal. Was that another retirement we just saw there? Toon fan retired in the pit lane. Not sure if that was a collision or a crash. As GFO Lek also gets past his teammate. So yeah, no love lost within the Williams and the Mercedes garages, as all 4 cars are running pretty much side by side. They're not helping each other out at all. You've got Emerson that looked to be fighting and mounting an attack on Evil, and Lex 16, which quite frankly just mounted the attack straight round the championship leader of Dan Murphy there. Certainly no strategic plays, as Emerson has got a newer compound of tyre but still running the same hard tyres as his teammate in Mercedes. See if he mounts an attack there. He's having to go defensive, his Evil Hunter. His teammate comes round his outside. Not ideal. Oh, very tight there. Lek also looks to get past Evil. As Lek seems to have lost quite a bit of time into turn 1. The angle he had there has just missed that bit of action. Dan Murphy's now back through, and still within 1 second of Evil Hunter. Where's our next battle going? I think the closest battle so far is for this P8, P7, P6 position. As Emerson in the leading Mercedes is now 3.5 seconds behind Owino in the Toro Rosso. Puppy in P13 in the Ferrari. Having a bit of a lonely drive at the moment. He's 20 seconds behind Jonathan, but 6 seconds clear of Appy in P14. So he's just having a nice steady Sunday afternoon drive. His Puppy in that Ferrari, bright red Ferrari. It's a beautiful looking car. If you ever see these Formula 1 cars in person, You don't need to be a Ferrari fan, but you do appreciate the beauty of that car. As Owen Earl has passed FTH as he's gone into the pits. So starting on the medium compound, he's now going to run the hards until the end of the race. So pretty much halfway through this race distance now. As the Haas exits the pits and he comes out in P7, just in front of his teammate. So let's see if this is going to trigger any more. Can't see Owen Earl and Emerson pitting just yet. Obviously they've already pitted earlier behind the safety car. We have Evil Hunter, Dan Murphy. Has this triggered Dan Murphy? Yep, Dan Murphy is also pitted as he comes out on the hard compound. So that's Dan done. He's gone from the mediums to the hards. So Evil Hunter, if he can just string out a couple more laps or get lucky with a virtual, couple more laps, get himself onto the medium compound tyres, he should be quicker at the end. So a quick look at Jonathan Cox, as Jonathan is on the hard compounds. So whether John can bring these all the way to the end, he's got just shy of halfway race distance still to go. So we've got a car there on the middle of the track. I'm not quite sure who that is or for why. Let's drop it back a bit. See, oh, we just ride on board with Maverick. The same corner has brought out a safety car. Now, has this helped Evil Hunter? Where is he on track? Almost coming to lap then, so I don't think that's helped the front guys too much. You know, I mean, if they were entering the sector 3, they could have jumped into the pits as soon as possible. Owen Earl has pitted, but I can imagine this is now going to trigger the rest of them to get themselves into that pit box. Swap the tyres. Mediums, people have been travelling around 15-16 laps, so I've got 18 there, 18, 17 laps on the mediums. So you could see these going to the end. You could put on a set of mediums now and get them to the end of the Grand Prix. Dan Murphy could jump these guys here. We see these Samuel speeding under the safety car, drive through penalty. That is not ideal for Samuel. As Evil Hunter stays out, what an extremely strange strategy. Not for sure why Evil's staying out there on these hard compounds. You'd have thought the best thing to do would be to fit and put the mediums on. But we'll see what the outcome of that is. Looking at Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy's also pitting, so after one lap on those hards, he wants to get rid of them and have a faster race tyre. So if Evil was to pit now, at the end of this lap, being behind the safety car, the rest of them will potentially be able to go a lot faster to catch up with the back of the pack. So I'm not quite sure what Evil's strategy is here. As Indigo has had his pit stop, he's on brand new hard compound tyres and right on the back of Evil Hunter. Emerson P3, brand new medium compound tyres. Same with Owen Earl and Lech. Granty Boy starting on mediums, now on the hards. So Dan Murphy, Jonathan Cox, the top two championship leaders. Jonathan also pitted a lap ago, so Jonathan's now on the medium compound with a fully fixed front wing, so we can see Jonathan trying to make up some places towards the final stages of the race. Dan Murphy down in P11 in that Williams, as Mavericks now left the session. So let's have a look if Evil Hunter is going to pit now. He's going to lose a lot of positions if he does. I'm not sure why he didn't pit a lap ago. And good evening, Dragon on Speed joining us as Evil Hunter picks now. possibly a lap later, but I mean he will have a 1 lap newer tyres to some of the guys. I'm just going to ride on board and stay on board with Evil as he pulls that Mercedes in, fits the medium tyres, and let's see what position he comes back out in. I can see, if he's lucky, he could potentially come out just behind Dan Murphy. Anything less than that's going to really damage his race, as he's racing Dan Murphy for the championship, as AJ Wuhan goes by there. He's lost that position to AJ. I can't but think that's potentially cost him at least the P5 spot. I think if he'd have pitted a lap ago, he'd have potentially maintained P5 behind GFO left. So does that, what that 1 lap cost Evil quite a few places, I believe. Happy opting for the soft compound tyres in the Renault, the only car on the track with the softs. Let's get up to the front, let's see if this safety car's coming in anytime soon, as we're entering sector 3 now. We should go to see the safety car and check its lights. So a few more corners, see if the safety car lights go out and we can resume racing. Go out, so Indigo in the Red Bull will dictate the speed, a couple of corners allowing the safety car to enter the pits, and then we're back up to racing for the final 13-14 laps of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Emerson pitted, so Evil stayed out. Oh yeah, they were teammates, of course they were. Good spot there, Liam. I missed that myself until I'm not a commentator full time. Made a lot of sense. But yeah, teammate being in front of him has cost Evil Hunter dramatically. There's a resume racing now. Indigo's got a fantastic start, 1.6 seconds clear of O&O, as FTH has also passed LPE 4P4, and O&O 5-second penalty for ignoring the yellow flag. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm not sure if he passed somebody in the last couple of corners and didn't lift, but unfortunately picked himself a 5-second penalty. GFO left, hot on his heels, as LPE has crashed. Right on board, yep, as he damaged the car. He hasn't, so just a spin there, same corner as we've seen all race. I believe taking out at least 4 cars so far. We've lost 5, so only 15 remain on circuit. As Evil Hunter is less than 2/10 off Granty Boy. Can he lunge one down inside? Granty is on the hard compounds now. Going to the end of the race, 3 lap old cards to Evil's 1 lap mediums. So we wait a lap or two for the DRS to be allowed and activated again, as we see Samuel entering the pits as GFO left sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 1:19.185. Dan Murphy up to P6, Jonathan Cox up to P5, so that safety car has helped Jonathan massively jump up the positions there in his Ferrari. See a 3/10 gap from GFO to O&O. So 1 more lap and we should see the DRS be activated again. He maps those curves, making the car extremely unstable there. You can see Mr. Fapas, GFO Lex 16, closing in on the Toro Rosso of O&O 97. He's very close to the back end of that car. He wants his position. Does he need to wait another lap for DRS, or will it give him it this lap as we enter the final corner now? There's your DRS activation, and I believe 1 more lap. before he's allowed to have the DRS. Now enabled. Unfortunately, he does not receive it down this straight, but he should have it for the next straight, which is just round this corner. As Owen runs a little bit wide there. Still no DRS, so yeah, the initial line must be the activation. Have to do another lap. Emerson only 3/4 tenths off Dan Murphy, followed by Evil Hunter. Yeah, a lot of the cars seem to be taking it very steady around this corner now. Samuel Owen Hall, a 3-second time penalty. He's picking up his penalties, is Owen Hall today. Cost him massively for another safety car towards the end of the race. Got 11 laps to go. There's Appy runs extremely wide there and cuts the chicane. Granty boys down in P14. And they're still on track, but fortunately lost connection issues. So yeah, down in P15 is there. Was leading the Grand Prix for a considerable amount of time, up to I believe lap 11 before something effective in there. As we see Lech right at the top, challenging on the outside of Owen Hall. They go side by side. This corner now coming up is not one to go in two abreast. We'll have a look. Nope, as Owen Hall lifts and lets him by, does the sensible thing. We don't want two cars side by side going through there. Jonathan Cox picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings of corner cutting. Emerson less than 2/10 off Dan Murphy. So as these two battle it out, this should help Evil come into it. If Evil can get past Emerson, the top 3 championship leaders will be within 3 positions of each other on track. We should see some great battles from them. Happy on those soft compounds. Will he get into the end of the race? Got 11 laps remaining. He's extremely quick compared to Samuel. Newer, softer tyres on his Renault racing car. As Samuel runs a little bit too wide, he's off the circuit, and I believe that's just allowed him to get through, and he has. So he's up a position, he's happy. One more position for the points. So Samuel under pressure there, drops and takes his car off the circuit. The cars come around this corner, all safely making it through on lap 26. As Granty Boy now sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 1:19.117. So what's our closest battle? Emerson, Dan Murphy, Jonathan Cox. You can see all 3 cars in the same single shot there. We're on the final corner now. Let's see if anyone can the Williams have DRS on the Ferrari and launch an attack. Rear wing wide open there on the Mercedes of Dan Murphy. Can he get in front of Jonathan Cox? Emerson staying around 2 to 3 tenths off down there for P6. Very difficult track to overtake on. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. AJ Wu and the same corner again. It took itself another victim. Sam looks very close to Jonathan now. Jonathan was a little bit wide. He's into the final corner. How close is Dan? Can he take a wider line and cut in, go on the power early, get that DRS open? What can he do to Jonathan's Ferrari? Can he take that P5? Look at the inside, brakes extremely late. Jonathan tries to cut back, he switches it back, but it's not enough. Dan uses the DRS to slowly pull away. Dan up to P5, Jonathan P6. So I think Evil's eyes now need to be looking forward and trying to catch the Ferrari of Jonathan as well. Lots of these cars in front battle, it's helping Evil Hunter catch up. The more the battle, the slower they'll be. It's just a couple of tenths a lap that Evil needs to take out of him to get himself into this battle for the 5th place. Another yellow flag. Is that Sam? Sam is in the wall. So a bit of a mistake by Sam there. Oh, we see where he is. He's ran his right hand tyres on the curbing on the right there. That does send you around, and also just to add insult to his injury, picks up a 3-second time penalty for cutting a chicane. Is he giving up? Looks like he has. Oh, he's letting Dante Boy through there, which is a nice respectful thing to do. No point slowing up the car through there. He knows his car's damaged. Does that a change to the lead? I believe left on lap 29 has passed Owen O. So left in the Williams there, is now leading the Grand Prix. As they come to lap the car of Dave, who unfortunately lagged out, is now a lap down, was once leading the race. DNF for Sam. Sam has gone all together. Not sure what happened there. He retired in the pit lane. Dan's pulled a nice 1.1 second lead from Jonathan. Yeah, he's still within DRS, so he's gone, so he can try and grab a few attempts back down the straight. Try and maintain and stay within the DRS detection point there. Emerson on the outside of Jonathan went for a bit of a lungy overtake there. Oh no, only 2 tenths off the lead of Williams. Durante Boy sets the fastest lap of the race, a 1:19 dead in the McLaren. Durante Boy in P10, so taking himself another point. Emerson goes on the outside of Jonathan Cox. Very strange place to overtake. You don't see many overtakes being taken there. He runs wide and off the circuit, does Jonathan. How close is he going to come to 1.1? Can he get within a second of Jonathan? Oh, I think he may have just grabbed it there. Yes, he has. So he's got the DRS to start now. Getting as close as he can, using the DRS, using that DRS train as we call it, to try and keep as close to Jonathan as he can. As Jonathan goes on the outside. So again, as these two battle, it's just helping Evil catch up. And also just helping Dan run away with it. Dan is now 2.1 seconds clear of this battle. Picks up another 3-second time penalty. This could be helping Evil in the championship points. Every place and every point does count and does matter. I'm not sure how many or if any points Evil picked up, but he is one of the clean drivers we've got for cutting corners. Doesn't tend to pick up too many penalties. Does he want to do it on track? The puppy gets completely out of the way. Jonathan just outside of 1 second. Not sure whether Jonathan's going to have DRS. He hasn't. Rad on the off-board here. Let's see how close Evil can get down the straight as Jonathan goes on the inside line for defensive move. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, a bit of argy-dargy there. Very short straight this one for DRS to get to be as effective as other places. There's 4 laps remaining. Can Evil Hunter do anything about Jonathan Cox with 4 laps to go? Leck up in P1, leading the race comfortably in the Williams, 1.4 seconds clear of Owen. Rides and bashes over that curve. Owen in Toro Rosso, comfortable P2, second clear of SRH Indigo. FTHK has kind of been sat in P4 for quite a while now. I think around lap 11, lap 12 he inherited P4 due to pit stops and maintained them ever since. Dan P5, 3.6 seconds off, as Lex 16 as he enters lap 33, so it's the fastest lap of the race. The 13-lap-old medium seems to be enjoying that. The top 8 do seem to be some of the fastest drivers we've got, all 16 seconds clear of LPE in P9. Not sure what happened to Granty during this race. He's one of the faster drivers, obviously behind LPE, so I can imagine I'd like to have seen a battle with Granty in the top 5, top 6. Did not happen today. So we've got Indigo only half a second now off Owen. Oh, as he loses it, can he keep it out the wall? Yes, he has. What can he do? His car is now ghosted. Spins it round. Here come the guys. So they've all inherited the place. Owen, Jamie, Morris, Indigo has dropped from P3 down to P8. Has relieved all that pressure off Owen and FTH backwards to Evil Hunter, all inherited a position as he now picks to get rid of those hard compound tyres. Should come out still within the top 10 if I imagine he's going to now put the soft compound on and try and take fastest lap of the race. Off go the hards, on go to the softs. Can he take the fastest lap of this Hungarian Grand Prix on those soft compounds? I'm going to put my money on yes he can. So let's see what Indigo can do on the final lap of the Grand Prix. We'll recharge those batteries and launch our final fastest lap. Granty boy just chucking a 118.6, doing his bit, so there you go, there's my benchmark. What can you do? Dan Murphy only 6/10 off Emerson. Can we see a late lunge there for P4 as Evil Hunter 7/10 off Jonathan Cox for P6. See if we can have an exciting battle for the final lap. So GFO Lex starts the final lap of the race, 2.7 seconds clear of P2 Owen O. Let's slowly drop down the order. TNR Owen O P2 in the Toro Rosso, FTH in the Haas P3, Emerson P4 in the Mercedes. Only half a second clear of Dan Murphy. Can Dan do anything in the final couple of sectors of this circuit? Jonathan Cox P6 in the Ferrari, very closely followed by Evil Hunter, and then 18 seconds back to LPE. Again, it's not a circuit you can overtake easily on. That's the curve you want to avoid there. Cuts the chicane nicely. Has he got some errs? Can he launch anything? What has Jonathan got? Has Jonathan got? He's got plenty of errs to defend with. He's very close as Evil Hunter now. Can he launch anything on? Oh, he goes down the inside. John doesn't give much room. John shut that door very late. He left it way too wide open, giving the opportunity. He's done it again. As Evil kind of backs out for that second lunge. I thought we were going to have to see that. So GFO takes the win of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Due to penalties, Owen Earl dropped to P4, FTH P2, Dan Murphy P3, Emerson P5. So Evil Hunter did pass Jonathan by quite a considerable margin due to the penalties. But yeah, I think Jonathan left that door a bit too wide open for the final two corners of the Grand Prix. The invite was certainly there for Evil. I think any of us would have taken it. Went down the inside and then he slammed that door closed. Bit of argy-bargy contact, hopefully no love lost between the two. The door was there, the door was shut, but unfortunately Jonathan lost out on penalties anyway as Puppy comes flying through as the race ends. He doesn't want to actually be lapped. Fantastic stuff from all the racers here today. Jonathan Cox P7, SHR Indigo P8. Fastest lap, I did miss that. I'm not sure if Indigo took it. I can't see why he didn't. Let's have a quick look. It's gone. So we'll have a quick look at that, see what we can, what happened for fastest lap. Saw some good battles for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Like I say, it's not one of the best. It's a bit of a difficult circuit for overtaking. Couple of argy-bargy fights at the beginning, plenty of safety cars, plenty of action. Two Williams on the podium, so that's very good news for the Constructors' Championship. So we'll have a final rundown of the results. So thanks to all those that did tune in for the reverse championship grid of Tuesday night races. Got any interest in the league? If you'd like to contact Evil Hunter himself, he's the league coordinator for this. So a quick look at penalties there. Owen Earl 11 seconds, so that's what cost him. Jonathan Cox, let's see how many he had. Jonathan 9 seconds worth of penalties as Evil had none. So we did say earlier on Evil's quite a good racer. It's keeping it within the track limits and it shows and paid off today. FTH, so driver of the day then, 19 to 3rd, Dan Murphy, fantastic drive. FTH 16th to 2nd, GFO 14th to 1st. No penalties 1st, 2nd and 3rd. So yeah, we've got all the fast lads getting themselves up into the points. Run down towards the bottom, yeah, lost about 5 or 6 drivers due to one corner, which was a bit of a shame today. So thank you very much for everyone that tuned in. We will see you again later in the week as our next race will be tomorrow, Wednesday night racing. We have a gold and silver division, 30 cars on track, working together for the constructors, 3 cars per team. So thank you very much for those that joined and I will see you later. I've been Rainer and I am out.